was a strong and friendly fella with the name of Campanella. He was someone special, I could see right off the bat. There was something.
Webcasting from the Little Bell Publishing Studios in Rockton, Illinois, this is the Mortgage Messenger with host Jim Campanella. Welcome to the Mortgage Messenger for the week ended July 30th. Today, I'm going to recap what happened last week, what we anticipate to happen this week, first week of August, and then give you a quick tip about home financing. So why don't we begin? And now, the week in review. I certainly like to promote all the good things that are happening. Rates are fantastic right now. Values, if you're buying a home, are down, which is to your advantage. And I'd like to continue to promote the good things about what's happening in the real estate industry. Each week, however, news keeps coming out that isn't necessarily promoting economic growth. Last week was the same thing. There's not a lot of movement going on in our economy. The Federal Reserve and our government is trying to figure out ways to motivate the economy, to create some excitement in the economy. But until the labor market picks up, we're probably going to see a very positive but slow growth. Any good news, again, as I mentioned previous weeks, any good news we get is going to cause rates to go up. So if you're out there floating your loans or thinking about refinancing, now's the time to do it. Coming up this week, the only real news, and it's big news, is going to be on Friday, which will be the unemployment reports. That, of course, is going to be key to our economic growth. We have to get our labor force back working. So everybody's going to be watching for Friday on what's happening in the markets. So again, if you're out there floating your interest rate or considering a refinance or considering a purchase, do it now. This is the time to be taking advantage of where the rates are. It's time for the tip of the week. Previously, with the tip of the week, we've talked about documentation, things you need to be doing to prepare for the loan process. And we'll continue to talk about that. It's important to be prepared. It's important to document everything. However, this week, I want to slightly change gears a little bit and talk about refinancing. Many of you are considering refinancing right now. A lot of you have seen the equity in your home disappear. Not a bad thing, because it'll probably come back in time. Home ownership is still a fantastic tool, a fantastic investment. But right now, your equity position may be down. Many of you out there feel that the FHA has a little stigmatism that it's for first-time buyers and everything else. That's not true. The rates for FHA are fantastic. It gives you a higher loan to value in case you want to cash out and do some home improvements or whatever else around your house. But there's another selling point for FHA, and that's what I want to mention today for the tip of the week, is the advantage down the road of an FHA loan. Yes, there's MI involved. There's MIP, mortgage insurance premium involved, and that needs to be considered when you're looking at your refinance, whether you go conventional or FHA. However, FHA loans are assumable. So let's look 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, and you're getting ready to sell your home. You're ready to move on to a new home. There's been some equity appreciation, and the time is now for you to sell. Rates are now 8% 5-10 years from now. Still attractive rates? Not as good as today. If you have an FHA loan, you can advertise that your loan's assumable. 15-year loans are below 4%. 30 years are below 5%. If you're out there selling your house 10 years from now, 5 years from now, and rates are 8%, and you can tell a prospective buyer they could assume your mortgage at 3.75 or 4.75 or whatever the rates are, you're going to have an added advantage over anyone else because you've got something that's certainly very attractive. So when you're looking at refinancing, and certainly everybody thinks about going conventional, you may want to consider refinancing into an FHA loan. Again, you've got to look at all the costs involved because of the MIPs involved. But if you're in a position where you have to pay PMI, or go FHA and go with MIP, you may want to consider that FHA loan. Now, if you have any questions about FHA loans or refinancing in general or specifically, certainly feel free to contact me at the Mortgage Messenger, www.mortgagemessenger.net. Or if you have our iPhone app, you can contact me directly from the app. If you get us through the Kindle or any other source, certainly feel free to contact me, drop me an email or a voicemail, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Well, I can tell by the clock on the wall outside the studio windows, our time is up. Until next time, thank you for viewing.
I can't forget you, Campanella. You're still the MVP within my heart. You're still the MVP within my heart.